Okay, guys, Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's Library, Chapter 33. Let's put the 2 new cards on the table, said Charles. He and his so-called teammates, Andrew and Haley, Charles planned on dumping them both right before he made his glorious solo exit from the library, had scoured the library together for hours looking for more book cover matches. Peckelman wasn't nearly as good with the Dewey Decimal System as he had claimed to be, and Charles needed someone to do that sort of thing for him. His father always hired tutors or research assistants for him whenever Charles had to do major papers or reports. Finally, around 6 in, coincidentally the 600s room, they scored twice, finding Tea for You and Me and Why Wait to Lose Weight. Now their picture puzzles had only 4 blanks remaining. Okay, said Andrew, I think it's pretty clear. Woolly blank walked up the skinny blank blank house Indian in 19 blanks. So let me show you what they have so far. Maybe you can come up with something better than what Charles came up with. Okay. Charles nodded and said, interesting, even though he knew Peckelman was way off. Hello, said Haley. That doesn't make any sense. Sure it does, said Andrew. No it doesn't. In his head, Charles had decoded the clue so far as you, a female sheep, blank, walk out the way, blank, blank, in past, blank. But out loud he said, I think we just need to tweak Andrew's translation a little. Fine, go ahead, I don't care. Andrew slumped down into his seat to sulk. How about she, blank, walks out the skinny, blank, blank house 500 in past blank. Where did you get she? Asked Haley. From sheep, the card you gave us. Actually, I think sheep is supposed to represent you because you is a female sheep. Fascinating, said Charles. I didn't figure that out. What he did figure out was that Haley Daly was much smarter than he had assumed. She could be a serious threat, and no way was Charles going to share his prize. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I got really excited there. And no way was Charles sharing his prize with anybody, especially her. And how did you get 500 from Indian, she asked. Simple. Indianapolis. The capital of Indiana is home to a race known only as the India 500, or the Indy 500. Okay, so how about you blank walk out the skinny blank blank in because the Nancy Drew book was about an in 500 pass or plus blank. Now Peckelman piped up. That makes more sense than what you said, Charles. Indeed, said Charles. Perhaps the clues are telling us to locate a skinny, secret passageway 500 paces past some landmark here in the library. Andrew was excited. This is like a pirate map from Treasure Island. Or, said Haley, maybe these clues are telling us we need to go out and find the 4 books we haven't found yet. We should split up. I'll go back to the 400s room. We've already been there, said Andrew. Well, you guys might have missed something. Good idea, said Charles. He figured if Haley Daly wasted time retracing steps he and Andrew had already taken, she would find nothing new and become less of a threat. Let's meet back here, say at 7. Fine. Haley left the meeting room. Charles went to the door and closed it. Do you know what we really need? He said to Andrew. Chocolate milk and maybe some cookies. Charles shook his head. No. We need whatever clues Kyle Keeley and his team have found, especially if they have our missing cards. And that is the end of chapter 33.